If you feel like you keep ending up in the same place, no matter how hard you try to change, you get motivated, you start doing better, and then somehow you're right back where you started, I want to offer you a different way of understanding that. Because you're not stuck, you're returning. The pattern most people are in is that you have a good day, maybe even a good week. You feel more motivated, more clear, more like yourself. And then suddenly you can't focus. Everything feels harder. You start avoiding things, or you just shut down completely. And it feels like, what's wrong with me? Like, why can't I just stay consistent? I want to share that this is not a discipline problem. It's not a motivation problem. It's not even a mindset problem. It's a nervous system pattern. Your body has a baseline state that it's used to operating from. And no matter what you do on the surface, your system will keep returning to what feels familiar. Even if that state is stressed, overwhelmed, numb, or completely disconnected. So it's not that you're failing. It's that your nervous system is doing exactly what it was trained to do, keeping you in the familiar. Because whatever is familiar is considered safe to your nervous system. The easiest way to understand this is to think of your nervous system like a thermostat. Thermostat doesn't care what you want the temperature to be, it's going to return to what it's set to. So if you want it to be a little bit cooler, 68, but it's set to 70, you're out of luck. Kind of vice versa, if it's 75 and it's set there, it's going to keep returning to 75. So your nervous system works the same way as your thermostat. Even if you push yourself or motivate yourself or promise that this time you're going to be more disciplined, but if your baseline is set to that stress, urgency, or disconnection, you'll keep returning there. And it's not because you're broken. That's because it's what your nervous system recognizes normal. This baseline gets set through repeated experiences, what your body's practiced, what it's used to, and what has felt safe or familiar over time. So if your system is used to being in survival mode, bracing, or disconnecting, then calm, presence, or ease can actually feel unsafe. It'll be unfamiliar, usually even uncomfortable. This is why you can have a really good day and then suddenly feel yourself slipping back into old patterns. It's not random. It's your nervous system regulating back to its set point. And this is the point I really want you to hear. It doesn't mean you're stuck. It means your baseline hasn't been reset yet. So the question becomes, how do you actually start shifting your nervous system's baseline? And it's not through force, it's not through pushing, but through something much simpler. You start by noticing small moments where your nervous system already feels a little more okay. Not perfect, not fully calm, just a little more steady, a little more here, a little more relaxed. It might be something like taking a sip of coffee and actually tasting all of the flavors, stepping outside and feeling the air dance across your skin, noticing the sun paint a room in a golden glow, or a moment where you just take a deeper breath and fully release it. Instead of pushing past these moments, pause. Stay with it for just a few seconds. Let your body actually register, this feels okay. Because those small moments, that's how your nervous system learns. That's how you begin to reset the thermostat. Not through intensity, but through repetition of felt safety. At first, it's just a glimpse. A few seconds of feeling a little more here, a little more okay. But when you stay with those moments, just a few seconds longer, you're showing your nervous system something new. That this is safe. And when that happens again and again and again, those moments stop becoming random and they become a pattern. Your nervous system learns from patterns. The more it experiences these moments without anything bad happening, the more it starts updating what it considers to be safe. It's just like adjusting a thermostat. Not one big jump, but 1 degree at a time. That's how the baseline shifts. Not by forcing change, but expanding what your system can hold. And eventually, what once felt unfamiliar starts to feel normal, and what feels normal becomes where your nervous system returns to. So if you've been feeling stuck, I want you to consider this. Maybe nothing is wrong with you. Maybe your system is just doing its best to keep you in what feels familiar. So instead of trying to overhaul your life, start with one moment. Notice when your system feels slightly more at ease, and stay with it a few seconds longer than you normally would. Let your body actually register the moment, the feelings, because that's what your nervous system learns from. Experience. If this is the first time this is making sense, there's a reason for that. And if this resonated with you, and you want to build your nervous system awareness, and learn how to work with it in your actual everyday life, not just when things are calm, stay tuned.